What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications with these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So I see he went ahead and put it up. We will be talking about the new limited edition Zaharoff 2010 here today. The stopgap in the story. We'll be talking about the story. We're celebrating George's birthday. He's turning 54, but his face, it's turning 35. If you know, you know, right? So George will be jumping on with us here in just a little bit. We might do an hour. We might do an hour and a half. We might do two. I don't know. We're going to just go with the flow. We've got 64 in the first 60 seconds. I appreciate you guys. Remember, hit that thumbs up. As far as what I'm wearing, one of the best men's cheapies out there. It's not quite a Ventus. It's not quite a Hachivat, but it is off non-supremacy, not only intense. It's a banger. Super tart and fruity, spicy green and smoky, and a monster performer at that. Really, really good stuff. I love revisiting this fragrance. Been meaning to all week. Finally got around to it, and we're revisiting a channel favorite tomorrow. We talked about it this week, so it's going in the rotation, right? So good to see everybody. Well, to see your profiles. You can see me. You can see me. I can't see you, but I can see your profiles, and it's good enough for me right now. So let's get caught up in the chat real quick. We'll wait for George to really dive into all that stuff as he wants to see fixed. We talked about it a little while ago. I wasn't sure if we were doing that tonight or not. And then I checked the site, saw he had it up. So went ahead and put the link around. It is set at a pre-sale price. The 10% off does work in the link. Some of you have heard me talk about this one before. I did a video with Steve at Steve's house like 5 years ago on this. This is the old, more synthetic Givaudan version of Zaharoff Port Homme. Slightly boozier, still smells like Zaharoff Port Homme in between signature Port Homme. It's more of a designer take, if you will. We'll dive into that further here in just a little bit. I've got a little decant that he sent me of the actual giant macerated batch that he's doing 500 numbered bottles of. And like I said, we'll dive into that here in just a little bit. We've got 91 in the first 2 minutes. Hit that thumbs up on the way in if you guys don't mind. Happy birthday to George. Yeah, don't make sure once you see him, I got it scrolling on the bottom. Don't forget to tell George happy birthday. Spice Bomb Dark Leather. John, good to see you, sir. Supremacy Collector's Edition. We were close. If I had to pick between the two, I would pick yours. I would keep that one over the two. It's 1 a.m. for Roy. Dior Homme Intense and Precious Treasure. Try to catch the beginning of the stream, but yeah, the 1 a.m. And happy birthday, George. Jason, good to see you, sir. Another one with Precious Treasure. I can say it now. Happy birthday, George. Yeah, yesterday he was like, happy birthday, George. I said, that's tomorrow. And then don't feel bad because after you, like 5 or 6 more people did that in my post. And I was like, I'm not going to correct everyone. So you were the first and only. Since you were the first, you were the one who was like, it's not today. It's tomorrow. It's all good, right? It's all good. Today is the big day. Birthday, George. Many blessings. Enjoy your special day. Send of the day, Signature Bloom. I haven't worn that one in a while myself. I wore Seraphine Blue earlier this week, and we talked about Citrine this morning. In case I can't make it to live or get in late, no worries, no worries. Good to see you, Manny. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now we're talking. And Amberful. Boy, you got a serious 1-2 combo of the versatile fragrances today. You get a soft live stream clap. You're the one to beat for me. That's my favorite designer blue ever. And then Amberful, I deem it more versatile than Cedrat Boisé, which is still, every time I say it, a little tough to say because I love Cedrat Boisé so much. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're happy and healthy as well. Russian Leather by Memo on this rainy day. God bless. Right back at you. TLTGZ. I was wondering who was going to say it first because we kind of dubbed the family that when he and I are together as TLTGZ. In chat. Signature Royale, great live and happy birthday, GZ. Hit that like button, folks. You heard the man. 1 million Parfum, still my favorite 1 million. Good to see you. Kenneth, good to see you, sir. Nasamato Pardon. And then Bostonera, is that how you say that? I think that's how you say it. I never tried it. Oh, I know you meant happy. Good to see you, Dan, not the man wearing Coco Loco. Great choice. Barry, what a great choice. 1968 from Gritty. Mine's still within arm's reach. A very minty barbershop fougere type fragrance, good quality. Gritty, they deliver. Gritty delivers. I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of this brand. I really am. Le Parfait, the Armand fragrance? I believe that's an Armand fragrance. Never tried it, though. Rogue Perfumery. Ooh, speaking of fougères, that's a good one. I used to have a decan of that. Mr. M.A. Styles, good to see you, sir. Wanted Tonic, wildly underappreciated. It's pretty good. It's lime and ginger. Doesn't that sound good in itself? No, I don't plan out for WrestleMania or anything like that. Me and Dad are going to have some streams coming up. Probably Wednesday and Thursday. We still got to confirm. We do night 1 and night 2. So that'll be next week on the Sports Desk Live for any of you wrestling fans. Everybody telling George happy birthday. We're just waiting on the man of the hour to show up. We got 122 in the chat, first 6 minutes. I appreciate that, guys. Good to see you, sir. My wife still hasn't opened the chocolate bar. She's been a little under the weather the last couple of days. It's still sitting on the counter over there. Fragrance is amazing, though. Fragrance is damn good. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm sure you know that with you wearing it. You, sir, smell nice and regal with Royal Oud. Smooth operator. Good to see you, sir. Aman Jane Kashmir. That's my real MVP that sent me Essenza, for those of you who didn't know. There's the culprit that sent me Aqua de Jo Essenza. I keep pulling the cap and sniffing it now that it's just right here. This one's not going on the shelf with the other ones for a while. I'm probably going to wear it again next week. I've had several people say they want a review on it. I mean, I did a quick scent of the day review on it, but it's like, this is long discontinued. Like, y'all sure y'all want me to review this? Because I really love it, and some of you love my opinion so much that you'd be going to try to find an overpriced bottle, and I don't want y'all to do that. Like, the reason I didn't have it, because I thought it was overpriced, and my man Jay decided to hook me up. That's why I say he's the real MVP. So good. So good. It blows the EDP out the water, but it is kind of similar to the EDP. So we have the man of the hour backstage. Whenever he is ready, we will bring him on. Sin in Paradise, I'm sorry to hear about your work issues, my man. I hope you bounce back rather quickly, my guy. We got Mr. Marcus in the chat. Good to see you, sir. So, guys, I'm going to skip down a little bit. I did pin the link at the top for anybody that wants to jump on 2010 limited edition, because I did see that he listed it, like we were mentioning earlier. We skip on down to the bottom. I apologize that I'm skipping a lot of this stuff, guys. I sure appreciate you, Jamie. Jamie's one of the first, I believe, 100 subscribers to this channel. Been around since the beginning. Mauricio, fellow Dragon Lady, another one wearing Precious Treasure. We got a lot of people in the chat wearing Precious Treasure for what I'm seeing. We got Devontae. We got a lot of familiar names. Good to see all of you. I apologize that I got to keep skipping so much to get that, but I want to get to the bottom and get current, so we can go ahead and bring George on. I apologize, guys. Quest, I see you. The Bishop, good to see you. Let him know, sir. And on that note, we made it to the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the man of the hour, like I told you before, he turned 54, but his face is 35. Mr. George Zaharoff. Good to see you, George.
Hi, Ross. How are you?
I'm doing well. I see you decided to go live with 2010. I checked about 3 minutes before I went live.
I can't find it on the site. Is it searchable?
You just got to type 2010. That's what I did. I know your site well enough to know you got to type it exactly how it's been inputted.
Because if I go into the signature collection, it doesn't show. So it's going to be a private link then, because if you go into signature, you can't see it. No, but if you go through the fragrance tabs, it won't be searchable.
Yeah, if you go through signature collection, let's see if it pops up. It does not on the list, and
so you need the link.
Yeah. Which most of you are going to want to use my link anyways, because you'll save 10%. But yeah, for those of you that don't want to save 10%, if you go to the search bar and type 2010, it pops up right there, and then you can click. So I went ahead and shared it all over for everybody, George. That's why I was about 1 minute late going live. When I saw you did it, I was like, let me hurry.
So it's a little private then, because you can't, unless you know.
So it basically, you guys are getting first dibs because it is numbered to 500. Yeah. So,
and if you get it, make sure you put, if you want, which is going to cause a headache for me, a huge headache. If you want the same number as your Precious Treasure, if you guys,
I saw that mention. I think you're pushing yourself there.
So if you want, I have to offer because people are asking it. So if you really want it, put your number there, and I'll see what I could do to match it.
Well, there you go.
So people get first dibs.
So guys, I know y'all are going to ask, there's no note breakdown for this. You want to go into the story now since we're already on the subject?
Yeah, so and I need to preface this. This is not the original pour-on from 1999. First of all, I want to thank everybody for their birthday
Thank you,
wishes.
Joey.
And
Joey's
Mauricio,
wishing me happy birthday. That's very nice of you, Joey.
Joey who?
Cannoli. Yes.
Joey Cannoli. Joey Cannoli.
Yeah, I think you've seen him before.
Don't remember who that is.
You were constantly harassing him last night.
No, I don't.
Young lady named Karen in between the two of you.
I don't harass people. I don't know. That must be someone else, Ross.
Yeah,
Mauricio, I got a gift I got a box of something from him at my doorstep. And because Ross decides to do his lives a little earlier, I got from the gym, rushed.
Bullshit. I do 6 o'clock for you. I normally do 5. You're
Rushed.
the one that always requests 6.
So this is not it.
No. I showed them, for those that were here when we first started, it's a big, heavily macerated batch of this.
Yeah,
so like I told them, I talked about this with Steve about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so that's, you have,
and it's not going to be in this box, and it's not going to be in this bottle. This was testers. That was not. It was
a test run. It was a test run. Yeah, it was just for testing. So there's the Pour Homme in from 90, and then there's signature Pour Homme in 2000 that we know now.
Yeah, this is what you're going after.
Quest made the Pour Homme, and it was on the market from 99 to 2001, and then it was taken off the market. I worked. Quest was bought by Givaudan, and they developed this.
Sorry to interrupt. It is boozier.
It is boozier, right?
Yes, boozier.
It's different. I think it's different than what we have there.
It's not as synthetic. This is much more. This smells much more designery. Oh yeah, it's way richer. It's not quite a rum accord because it doesn't have sweet, but there's something boozy, warm and boozy.
There's like a booziness, right? Yeah. They put something boozy in there. So
yeah, because this one's much more like a spicy aftershave, the test batch, whereas the decant you sent me of the oil that you guys are available to get,
right,
more resinous and boozy.
Right.
I feel like the myrrh is. I know Claude loves the myrrh. And actually, Claude didn't make this.
No, Claude did not make this. So
it's resinous though, but it's boozy.
This sat in my basement sealed since 2010, and Ross was visiting at the house, and he saw the bottles that he just showed you.
This was my very first trip to George's house. This was like late summer, early fall 2019, and we were exploring. Because he had already came visit me, flew down to Houston. This next was like, oh, you should come to Chicago. And I think like a month later, we had set up a trip. I went to Chicago, and we were just exploring Zaharoff's history through all the stuff he's got. And we came across this. We came across the mods that ended up becoming Royale and Noir and Royale X.
Mm-hmm.
We actually smelled that one too. So those 3 came to life. Like, those 3 and now this are coming to life from that trip. You realize that? There's 4 fragrances that came to life from that visit.
I know. And so people can understand something. It's kind of interesting is that when I had most of you know the story that I closed the fragrance business after 2001, at the end of 2001. And it's kind of weird. I was talking to Ross as well that, I spent the next 20 years wondering, there's stuff that you think of and you play in your head, I could have done differently. What if this? What would be if this? And all the what ifs. I mean, it's all the stuff that we think in our heads, when something doesn't work out the way we had thought it. And so it's kind of weird because this is the last of the unresolved, from the past. And so this here represents the difference between it tells the whole story now. Zaharoff, the Zaharoff Pour Homme.
I call it the stopgap.
Yeah, or the arc, the 2010, and then now the signature Pour Homme. This is really, it tells the whole story of the house, the fragrance, the house as it was in fragrances.
This was during harder times.
Right. This was during a time, and so this was sealed. It was never opened. I'm now what Ross is telling me, maybe what was in the glass bottle that you had, Ross, might have been
There's a different mod because this
it
is
might have been
way warmer.
the lab sample, and this is the macerated.
So this is warmer. So let me put what's in each hand. So this is current. This is what's available. This is warmer. This is boozier, and it's a slight resinous smell. This is much more traditional, spicy aftershave barbershop. Whereas this is good. This is better. I'm glad it worked out this way because this has more depth to it. This is a deeper fragrance, and this is kind of redundant in a collection almost. And for those of you that have never heard the story before, George was turned off by this. It actually gives him a headache because it was just too synthetic for him, which for those of us that don't mind the synthetics, the designer smell, it's really good for what it is, but there's a lot of redundancy here. This actually would not have been a good release for you. Even if you would have liked it, it probably in the big picture probably wouldn't have been the best release for you. Right. Everything happens for a reason, guys.
Of course.
That's why we're here right now. This is supposed to shake out this way, really.
And so I see everyone saying happy. I was eating an orange just to get me by through this this live, so I'm done. So I think that thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. I'm watching everything and I appreciate it. So I think that was the story. And so Ross was like, you should come out with this. I don't know. We'll see. And then
I was more adamant about Royale than anything else. Like I was really into Royale at the time. I was like, man, you could totally sell this. This would be a hit. And then look at what all it spawned. Hell, it even spawned the triple X's and triple XL with Joey.
Yeah.
That became so many different levels in itself. It's wild, the evolution of just what's gone on. Because you got to remember, when I met George, he had the one fragrance. He was selling exclusively through Nordstrom at wholesale, going by whatever they ordered. The growth would have never gotten to where it is had that stayed the path.
Right.
You know,
and it's worse now. I'm sure it's even worse now.
Oh, because you might be out of business if you'd have stayed that route.
Of the Neiman's and Nordstrom situation merging, I'm pretty sure I can't even imagine what it would be like to be selling to Nordstrom right now. No, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm just everything works out for a reason, you know. So. And so here we are. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's why I'm not pinning each one because there's so many. But thank you guys. You know, because it's his birthday. Like I've been saying, he loves it since I came up with it. So I've been running with it. He's turning 54, but his face is turning 35. You know, got a little bit of salt going on with the pepper here. A little more salt than usual.
I know. I don't know if I think I'm
gonna stop dyeing it.
I'm gonna stop. Yeah, of course I color. I'm not gonna walk around green.
No, I know that because you normally don't have the salt going on.
I feel like the Christmas past. I feel like I don't know. Part of me likes it, the other part of me doesn't. So no. So I this year I need a little bit of peace. I had too much movement last year. A lot of travel, a lot of hotels, a lot of flights. I needed
done a lot of that this year so far.
I just needed some peace, so I'm by myself today. After this live, I'm gonna go ahead. I have a steak I'm gonna make myself, and I'm just gonna watch a movie and just relax.
Well, you did have dinner. Y'all went out. The office brought you the other night.
Yeah, we did that. We went out on last Monday, but I just Paul, at least salt and pepper, right? So I haven't been 54 since 1954. Well, I'm a vampire.
There you go.
Right, and so I think the last time. So anyway.
Oh yeah, Roy's got a good point. 15 years of maceration. That'd be a way more expensive fragrance if any of the several dozen brands released it. He's right.
And
it's like Amouage is releasing a very specific batch that got held up in shipment, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're going to sell it as the exclusive batch number J0." I criticized it heavily in a live stream. It's the new batch of Reflection 45, and it's just a batch that got held up, and they're like 6 months or whatever more maceration, and it's going to be like a $500 fragrance. So he's absolutely right. Anybody else that had this, you know, out of light, climate controlled in a basement for 15 years, they'd be like, look what I found. $600 a bottle.
There's a portal in my basement that you go into, you know, you get sucked in and you go into the Zaharoff portal, and all of the stuff is in that, behind that portal. And so,
It's a
holy
wormhole. It
shit,
just sticks his head through.
we just blew through 200 bottles.
That fast?
Yeah.
Well, there's only 500. They are numbered, guys. There's 5. And look, this is never going to happen. There's no George Bring It Back. This was made by, he don't even remember the perfumer. It was Givaudan.
Nothing.
He doesn't have a note breakdown.
I know it's safe. So
yeah,
Giuseppe, it's out right now. You got to go on the Zaharoff site and you have to type in 2010 to find it. And if you want to support Ross,
or you could just click the link that's pinned. You'll save 10%. It's priced at $135, so you'll save another $13.50.
And so
it's a 2 ounce only, numbered 1 to 500. And fun fact, these are, you tell them the story about the box. Don't let me steal your thunder on this one.
So when I closed the factory, well, when I closed the fragrance in 2010, I'm
he looks astonished.
So I wanted to see.
October's last said for some reason the discount's not working. If you're doing it from a smartphone, try enabling it as a desktop site, or your best bet would be to do it from a computer.
Did you try to see if it works? I'm sure you tested it.
Oh yeah, it works. Look, watch. Add to cart.
I know Ross is on top of all of this. So
look, both of them got the discount. It's 120, 150. The Extreme's 139.
So
we ran into this many times, guys. I know to test ahead.
And so I ordered everything to be destroyed in 2001 because I didn't want to get tempted to put the fragrance in the gray market. And as I was leaving the warehouse, I took a box, one big box of the Zaharoff boxes, the regular box. Oh, there it is. Ross is having it. I was just going to show it.
Yeah, that's why I pulled it up.
And so this box is actually from 2001. And there's a sticker that I put where it says 2010. So that's the actual, it's not the same. So if you notice also, the bottle, of course, is the bottle that we have for signature. Yeah. But the Z logo is the size of the current one, but then the Zaharoff Paris is what the original bottle print had. So there's a mix of different different eras in that. So
and the 2010 font itself is very of the time. I pointed that out to me. I was like, George, I see what you did there. That's fun. The 2010 font is of the timeline. Right. That paintbrushy look font, that was during the 2010s era. So that's brilliant. Little details, right?
And that's my handwriting. That's my little handwriting. And so I thought we'd have fun with it. So this is being this is going to be, should be filled in a week. The boxes, I had to get the stickers. So by the end of the month, everyone will have it. But this is just like you said, it's going to be one run, and that's it. So
it can't be redone. It can't be refilled. It can't be recreated.
I don't work with
Givaudan. You're going to have a legitimate piece of Zaharoff history that there will only be 500 of in existence.
And I think that'll be something of value too. I think that.
God, there's some people that are going to buy this. They're going to try to sell this shit for $5.
Of course they are. Of course they are. I know.
It's sad. I hope everyone that buys it genuinely wants it to enjoy it. You know. That's but awesome. I mean, whatever you want to do with your money, you do with your money. But that's my hope. So you can enjoy it, because it's an evolution from Pour Homme to Pour Homme 2010 is how you can look at it, to signature Pour Homme. It literally smells like an in-between. It's a stopgap in the story of the evolution of that original DNA. Right. The one Zaharoff fragrance that was not made by Claude Deer.
You know what? I never thought of that. Holy shit, that's right.
The one.
Oh, is that crazy?
The only one ever.
That's messed up. That's really messed up what you just said. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah. There's so much story to this fragrance that we're just as it's coming to me, as it's coming to him with, because I'm so glad you did this, because we've talked about this on and off for the better part of 6 years now.
Right.
And I'm so glad you're doing it, you know.
Other than the
It's an
Z
important
creators,
part
as
of your history.
Mauricio said. Yeah, other than the Z creators, but the Zaharoff.
That's true. I mean, as far as like
Right.
George's
The
releases
main
to the
line. Yeah,
house
yeah.
that aren't in collaboration with someone,
Right.
you know. Which I'm fortunate enough that all three of mine are from COLOGNE, you know.
Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes, and thank you for the support. I don't like saying stuff like this, but this is like
Okay.
this is like the this is like
Is that Karen that was on screen with you and Joey last night?
no, it's her name, her handle name is Joey should be on here, Joey Cannoli. So
Joey
that's
was. I don't
her
know if he's
name
still
is
here.
she's under a different name. I forgot the different name. Hi, the name.
So Dreep Patch, you got to use the link above. The link automatically provides 10% off if it's pinned in the chat at the top of the chat. There's no particular codes or anything like that. Good to see you, Nima. She says it's me.
Oh, it is Carrie Dahlia. Larry Dahlia. So it is her. Hi,
Oh,
Carly.
that's Dahlia. Okay, I didn't know. I thought I saw Karen. I didn't know. That's the first time I saw her on screen, so I thought her actual name was Karen. I didn't know it was an inside joke for being a Karen.
Elias, it's good to see you. Elias is from Melbourne,
So
Australia.
no handle anymore, just Karen. Well, very entertaining last night, by the way, Dahlia. So yeah.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you, everybody, for the support you've given to me. I think that
we got 175 in the room. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you being here. And it's such a fitting thing that we're celebrating his birthday, but we're also getting to celebrate a piece of his history that was a real strong chance this piece of history was never going to get told.
Right.
And I feel like regardless, it needed to be told, whether you sold bottles of it or just tell the full story one way or the other, because they've, people that have been subscribed for years may have seen the video from years ago that I did on this, but it's different when they get to hear it from you and really get to see what it means in its timeline. Because this is really, I think, very important in your timeline, because it's it was not always what Zaharoff currently is, guys.
Right.
This was not too long after the Brooks Brothers issues and all that good stuff. So it's crazy to think where you are now, huh, George?
It is crazy. It's really crazy. If you would have told me back then of what was to be, what was to come, it's crazy, So I saw a couple of people say something. It's the 2 ounce.
Yeah, and there's only 500 that will ever exist. It cannot be recreated, refilled.
And Elias, we have met in a meetup. Yes, Elias is a fellow Greek in Australia, and I want to say something to Roy for a minute. Roy, there is and I just want to touch upon this. There is a influencer who likes to say that, likes to call me some names or something, and Roy has stuck up for me. And so I just want to say I don't know why, and I wish that person the best. I've had very little interaction, so when I see that, I could just say thank you, Roy, for saying whatever you want to say, but I don't know. I can't control what people think about me for whatever reason. So I know that I have moved through this space trying to be a gentleman, and some things have been done, but I've always tried to just maneuver and go through it as a gentleman. And so that's what I wanted to say. So thank you, Roy. I saw some of the comments you've said, in just kind of. So anyway, Roy, you understand. I don't want to talk about it, but I did, because I saw it. I'm like, next time I see Roy, I want to say something.
Fair.
So,
Roy's a good guy.
Yeah.
Pascal, there's no note breakdown. Doesn't exist. We don't know. All I can tell you is what it smells like to me. It's a lavender aromatic. It's not as spicy as Signature Pour Homme. It does come across a bit warm, resinous, and boozy.
Right.
It's a deeper. It's got depth like Signature Pour Homme, but it's still not Signature Pour Homme. Again, it's kind of in between the
Right.
original pour on, which was very lavender heavy,
And it's
and the
not,
current signature pour on.
and I think the Italian, I have the Italians, the Italian distributors are in Chicago. And oh, that's Joe Cyrano. Is Giuseppe Antonio? Is that the, yeah, it is. Hi,
Yeah,
Joe.
that's Joe.
Giuseppe is Joe. Yeah. Hi, Joe. And so
Robert's asking about the posters. I forgot all about that.
I know I gotta work on that too. I have like I am
He's constantly juggling, guys.
I have so
Every time he says it's just him and Hercules.
and so I just
Really running the show.
and so Hercules gonna kill me because we have and we're doing also, so you know, the Bazana is made to order. So I'm gonna make as much as that was sold, and we'll leave it at that. There's so many things that I want to do, and some of you, we all sit this
I
one
agree,
out. Oh,
Ross.
that sounds good. I'll do this. I'll get that. And so I want people to be. I just want to do a best in class of what I think certain categories are. Not all of the fragrances will be signature. I want to venture off and try other things. Thank you, Roy. When are we getting another blue fragrance? I think the end of the blue fragrances. It was the Seraphim Blue, Seraphim Red. This year, as the Seraphim collection is Earth. So we have earthy fragrance coming out. It's going to be a musk, which is more of a white musk. It's beautiful. It's not going to be. It's going to be
Vetiver.
and yeah, and vetiver. So, and then the following year is fire. So it's the elements, and so but blue fragrance for Zaharoff. I think that the story.
Before the end of the year.
I think the story has been told with that. Am I right, Ross?
Yes, this was a missing piece. This was the last missing piece.
Right. And so, Ross, let me ask you: are you able to go to the Zaharoff site?
Yeah. So real quick, Corey, before the year's out, we can't give you a direct timeline. We're still waiting on our third mystery guest to finish. Justin just finished. I've been finished for several weeks, a little over a month now. We got to work on packaging. So second half of the year at some point. Is that fair to say, George?
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, it's all. Trust me, because the C clamp pressure from TLTG is about to be like, hey, where are you at? That's what's coming. So yeah, where you need me to go on the site?
I'm trying to find let me see something here. I'm trying to find Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find there's a tobacco grooming and body samples, fragrances, highlights. Let me see something.
Oh, you for the posters?
Bestseller. I want to see. Wait, there's a brand heritage. Let's see. Hold on. So there's a quiz. It doesn't show. They haven't showed it yet. There's a fun quiz that I did. So you get to go through a certain. They ask like 5 questions. You go through 5 questions, and when you answer it, it'll tell you which fragrance works best for you.
Oh, that's good.
And so I worked on that. And I thought
it
was up already, but I guess not. Someone's getting fired.
It was only it's the IT guy.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm gonna fire the owner of the company. Needs to be fired. What's my favorite vintage fragrance? I think of my favorite. I love the Boucheron Pour Homme, the Eau de Parfum, and the Escada Original Escada, and the Hermès d'Orange. That right there. And so
he gave me this.
I had how many bottles? I think 50.
He's got a ton of them. He's like, take one,
yeah.
please. I got so many.
And when it
he's bought so many gift sets of this because he loves it so much.
And I traveled a lot, so I had those with me. And
this stuff is a legitimate, this is the one of the fragrances that I've experienced where if somebody tells me 30 minutes and it's gone, I believe them.
Yeah, that's
like 30 minutes to an hour, and it's like a complete skin scent.
Right.
You know? Yeah, it's beautiful though. Oh God, it's amazing.
Elias, I'm gonna set aside. I'll set aside 2 bottles or 3 bottles, but this isn't gonna make it to. This will not make this. The 2010 is not gonna make it outside of the U.S. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay here. Um,
you probably more than
and
halfway through. 20 minutes ago, you were
right.
200 bottles in.
And so I think that I'm going to just leave it now. Let me see something.
Pascal said, "Can I just give you a down payment for the musk already?" Quite. He always does pre-sales, and we usually do a live stream.
I'm at 275. This is fucked up.
More than halfway gone already. It is a piece of history. So anybody that's a fan of your work, the house in general, more than likely they're going to want it. I'm not surprised. It's a piece of history. Even some that are going to want to resell it later.
And it's a good price.
Because I get the reseller mindset. It's like, all right, let some of the people that really want to get it, and if they fall in love with it, I'm going to sit on this bottle that I could sell to them for more later. That's how they think.
That's probably what's going to happen. And it's going to be like this. I get like this, but you know what?
I hate that that's a thing, but it's free market. I get it, you know.
So our Orange Belt smells like money. And so Chris, so when I was working with, don't want to ask, but you might be something. Yeah, go ahead. You could send it to me. Send it to me Facebook Messenger if you want, Roy. So
the Nigerian giant Omas. No, this is separate from Bazan. This is going to be shipped towards the end of the month. Bazan.
It might be. Hi, Jordan. Thank you, Omas. I appreciate it. It might. We'll see. They're gonna be available together. So it might be shipped together. That's a possibility.
It all depends.
And so yeah. So Daraj. So I had worn Daraj for many years. And when it came time to develop it with Claude, I said to him, it has to be something better than Dorage. What, Ross?
October's last, did the discount work for you? He was the one that was having trouble with the discount. He said he's got his, super excited. Did the link give you the discount? Were you able to figure that out? I just want to make sure, because if not, the old Grand Poobah over here is pretty good about fixing it.
I'll fix it. I could fix it. So Kevin, yes, that is the one. This is the one.
Yes, this is the one that I called the reject fragrance, but it doesn't smell the same. It actually doesn't. This smells more like aftershave, spicy aftershave, barbershop, more traditional barbershop, whereas this decant that he sent me is out of this giant vat that's being filled, that's being dubbed the limited edition 2010. It is much warmer and boozy. It's not quite near the spicy. It doesn't have all that spicy aftershave smell. Very potent opening blast, and then it settles in to where it's coming across like one that's giving me a little bit of nose fatigue, but I feel like it's going to have some serious sillage to it because it was so freaking strong in the opening. It didn't just dissipate. It's my nose because this one's kind of fading on me too. I think my nose is worn out because these two do have more synthetics versus what Signature Pour Homme has, because that's what Givaudan, the whole thing behind it, it was during the time when these more synthetic heavy fragrances were starting to be the push in the marketplace, and that's what they were, the selling point Givaudan was giving to George. Correct, George? This is the future. This is what it's going to be.
And so hold on, okay.
Yeah, it worked out. I had to disable my ad blocker to get the discount. So anybody in the future, if it's not working, that's probably the culprit. Check your ad blockers, your pop-up blockers and your ad blockers may be what causes it. So he turned off an ad blocker and it worked. So that's awesome.
I won't. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's probably why it smells boozy, is because it's so aged. Guys, you got to remember, this has been aged for a decade and a half. Quietly in a basement, sealed, never opened. The oil was never opened.
I never opened the canister, so it was like it had sealed onto itself.
From the lab.
And so they had to cut it open. Now, thank you everybody again for the birthday wishes. I'm reading everything, so thank you. I thank you very much. So when it came time, I saw someone asking me about developing fragrances. So everything has been.
Yeah, it's real quick, George. Anybody that it's not working for you, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. I see everybody letting me know that it worked for them. Please, yeah, by all means, if it doesn't work, let us know, because now's the time. If you've ever been in a stream with the two of us, you know he keeps that laptop open to do customer service on the fly. He's the only one in the world in this space that does this. Good. Sorry to interrupt, George.
No, it's okay. And so everything is all more or less set for through the next through 2030. And so someone had asked about doing fragrances from each era.
Yes.
I think that's interesting. I think that would be.
Let me go to that comment.
I think I don't know. I have to think about that. I'd have to think about that. A lot of it's based on my travels. Actually, all of them are. Yeah. Have like a modern thread through it. I think it'd be interesting to do, through the ages. That might be something that would appeal to like.
Because if you could do Zaharoff's take on 70s masculine, 80s, 90s, like, because we both know the main style from each of those, to do the Zaharoff rendition of it, your best in class, as you like to do.
Right.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. That's why I just want to think about. I want to think about that. Are you still going live at 8, Ross?
He's talking about Stone Cologne, Ken.
Oh, Stone Cologne. Hey, is Stone Cologne in here?
Who?
Is Stone Cologne here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Oh, hi.
I got him pinned right there. That's Ken.
That's Ken. So, yeah, and could you thank everybody again for the well wishes. And thank you for Jesus.
You're almost sold out, aren't you? I just have a feeling you're well over 300 now.
It's gonna hit that.
Y'all are amazing. Y'all are so. I don't blame y'all though. Are there any fragrances you've done already that you feel encapsulates a decade? That's a great question.
I think that the Zaharoff Pour Homme really tells the story. I think that I call it a retro futuristic fragrance. I mean, I just think it's timeless. Ross, would you say, the fragrance that you have, the 2010, would you say that marks that's around the 2000s?
Yeah, because imagine the style of like Polo Double Black without the mango. Like that's the style, not the exact profiles. Like think of those more patchouli driven, warmer, aromatic spice fragrances that don't smell barbershop, like the old school type of stuff. Zaharoff Pour Homme is more that. This version, the reject bottle, that's more that. Whereas this has, it's a deeper base heavy fragrance, and that's probably due to the maceration. I'm sure 15 years ago it didn't smell like it does now, but it clearly aged like a fine wine because it's got a boozy accord to it. Nothing soured to this or anything. It's just a very rich, warm base that it might not even be a boozy accord here. It's just the way that it aged. It's coming across that way. Just enough lavender. I wouldn't call it super aromatic like the other versions of Pour Homme and Signature Pour Homme. It's definitely lesser on the lavender, but still there. Not real citrus dominant or anything like that. Not a hefty green accord. It's more amber, wood, resin, booze, aromatic.
Right.
Kind of the way I would rank everything.
Kaylin, I think that for the heat, the Coco Loco is probably your better bet. Now, for me, the Extreme is, I love it. I think you know what, Giuseppe might be right. It reminds me of Lagerfeld, the Italian said to me, this is what the Italian said, that it reminded them of it's like an Aramis, something that's more, that would be higher mass appeal, that would be, yeah. They didn't think it was.
There was a time where Aramis was very much like a known club fragrance.
Right. So that's what they felt. They said if you wanted
without all that sweet, heavy sweetness of what is today's club fragrances.
Right. Yeah. And so that's thank you, I smell. I hope you're well, I smell. And so
good to see you, Mikey.
And the musk that's coming out too is kind of like an 80s, 90s type of fragrance as well. So, but we'll talk about that. The packaging is kick-ass for the next ones.
No, the we'll see I'm talking about was is that Creative 3 question. He's asking about bottle size. It's like
we don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, I do and I don't, because I'm
Yeah.
blowing through bottles in different sizes, and it's all good issues to have. But I just think for myself, I'm a little overwhelmed, just a little bit with a lot. So I was thinking maybe I just do one size and get rid of the small, but the
I see that.
small
Huh?
is great for entry level. So we'll see. And dealing, let me tell you guys, dealing with the French, God bless them.
I figured you'd get one, Roy.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, like you had I think Joe might have said he got two. Somebody, yeah, Joe said he got two because it's so special. I figure a few of the diehards will probably go that route
I
too.
don't mind if someone buys a couple bottles, I'm good with that. But if they buy it to decant, to resell,
Yeah,
then take one. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Then
Let
get, I mean,
somebody else enjoy it because it can't happen again. That's the thing. Please
right.
don't
No,
be
this
greedy
is it.
unless you see yourself wearing it, guys.
So,
You know, I
um,
understand if you get it and you're like, I don't like it as much as I did. That's a different story. But to get it with intention to try to flip it and stuff like that, please
which is,
try not to.
but it's their prerogative, of course. It's their
Yeah,
prerogative. If
because
you
the
own
reason
it,
I even bring it up this time is because of the situation that it just you can't do more of them ever. It's just it's legitimately a one time piece of history. So it's like my wish is for everybody that gets it to be able to enjoy it. You know.
right. So let me explain with Roy what's happening. So when you buy, this is what we have. When you buy something from the Zaharoff website, if it's a bottle, it goes to, and you're outside the US, it's a €15, $15 shipping flat rate with DHL. I have arrangements with DHL and relationships with them. If you add, the moment you add samples to it, it will default it to a different rate, because I can't do $15 flat rate for samples. That's all. The samples are different. So if you were to order two different ways, but anyway, I took care of it, Roy. You should check. Everything should be taken care of. Coco
See, I
Loco
didn't
is the
know
one
that.
I bought as to gift as well. It's probably the one that is the best to make an introduction to the brand. I agree.
It's
And
fun.
Elias, it's fun. You can also switch. You could also like wear uh Coco Loco with citrine. They both have the same clementine on it, and a big chunk of Coco Loco is clementine.
I
I
talked about citrine in this morning's video. We talked mouth-watering citruses. That was one of the ones I featured.
So I had something interesting happen, Ross. I had a girl buy a bottle of Coco Loco in
Hmm.
Italy, and
Hmm.
she writes to me because let me tell you, in Italy, if you go into a store, you're testing everything, right? You're smelling, doing. Shopping in Italy is like a religious experience. You go
Hmm.
in, how are you? I'm good. How
Well, it's
about
the
this?
mecca for perfume,
What
right?
does this smell like? Have a seat, have a cigarette. I don't know if they smoke it or not. They used to. And
Yeah.
it's an event. Have some coffee, oh, lot of beautiful, blah, blah. And then Zaharoff, it's this new brand we have, and blah blah blah. And she bought the bottle. She goes home, and I don't know what I want to say, like in Greek, we call it a demon. We say, like, I don't know what devil got in her. So I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I just, I want to say it in figurative speech, ti dialo bike mesatis. And she writes direct to me saying, this does not smell like the I do not, the top note is the clementine isn't like it was. And I had gotten a sample of this from a friend, and I just bought the Coco Loco, and it doesn't smell like the clementine that I had smelled before. And now, so I go online. Listen, guys, if you're gonna tell me I bought the bottle, I have everything. I have everything, at least for now. I know who's buying what. I have a list of everybody. I can go in there and say, okay, this is when you got it. I'm sorry. We'll figure something else. I'm the most accommodating person. You know that, Ross. I will give my here. You
That's
want
why his Shopify is pulled up when he's on stream, so he can handle anything and everything for you
anything.
guys on the fly,
And Ross
no
Ross
matter
has
what
seen and
country you're in.
Ross has seen the numbers. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a year are given in discounts and all sorts of
Guys,
stuff. So
y'all are gonna hate. Y'all are gonna hate me when I say this. I tell him, you are too generous of a business owner. No other business owners are gonna give up the profits you give up.
And so I will help. I wanna make I
Wow.
wanna, there's other things that are, and so she writes to me and she tells that she was given a sample. She bought a bottle. It doesn't smell the same. So I'm gonna say, okay, what sample? And so I say to her, she writes to me. So go, all right, let's get back on track here. The Italians do not take returns. The moment you open the box, there's no returns.
Because they
Not
can't
you.
resell it anyway. I
They,
understand that.
they will not take it back. So she writes to me. Now I have to now, because so they have it's a kick-ass distributor in Italy, and they have levels, right? So there's the distributor, and then they have in different regions, they have managers, and then the managers have regionals that go into the stores and make sure everything is good. So I have to now work within that framework, and so the customer has to go the right way to the store, and then work to the distributor, and then the distributor decides what they could want to do in their country. I can't go and just say, oh yeah, send it back, here's a refund. I can't do that now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she did not want, and I said to her, is it possible, because when you spray Coco Loco, you don't smell clementine in the top note, you smell coconut, you smell pine,
I get what I like to call a bowl of fruits.
right.
A zesty bowl of fruits, because the cardamom kind of brightens the whole thing.
That too.
I don't specifically get the red clementine that's in there.
And so
I think it's red clementine, right? Or red currant clementine.
It's the red clementine. You're exactly right. And I said
I don't get distinctively that personally.
And so thank you, everybody. I'm reading it. Thank you. And so
jumping in calms. He was getting a little worked up. Let me calm him a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And so I have to work. And so you write to me, and then she turns her, and then she says, this has been a reformulation. And she then responds and says, I'm going to contact. She didn't like my answer. I said, is it possible that you have, maybe you're talking about citrine. Maybe you got the citrine and instead you got the wrong fragrance and it's Coco Loco. And I don't even know if this is the truth, right? So she sends me an email and goes, I'm going to contact the European Union Commission, and I'm going to tell them that. And then she starts reciting law about reformulations, and that if it's a reformulation, the customers do. And I'm like, okay, now that she did that, I have to respond. And I told her I had to go point by point by point. And then it says, it's against the law. I mean, I don't know how people. I don't know. I want to give her a refund, to be honest with you. I just want to sit here, but I can't. I can't do it, because then I'm going to have problems with my business partner.
Issue with your business partners on the other side of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't step in, and it's not like when you handle business here where you just screw it. I'm going to send you a return envelope. This has happened, guys. I'm going to send you a return envelope. Go ahead and put that back in there.
And it seems like, and you know what it is? It's like a parent, like the father says no, and then they go to the mother, and the mother says yes, and they're like, why are you undermining me? So I have to just work within I have to, and my heart is broken. So, and so I did say to the distributor, just give her her money back, please, and just deduct it from my amount. And
what'd they say?
They said, we want
George, go fuck yourself.
They want to, they said it right. They go, we want to know, if she brings the sample and the bottle to the retailer and it doesn't smell the same.
They want to see justification.
Yeah. So, and I have to respect that. I have to work within that framework.
That's the thing. Because technically once you sell it to them, is their prerogative on how they want to handle it. Right.
Yeah.
Just like if you were selling it to a customer here in North America, it's their prerogative.
And so
you agreed to it,
I think for me, it's a fetish for me to want to make the person happy. You know what I mean? It's almost a fetish where it excites me. But
you like to people please ad nauseum sometimes.
Yeah, ad nauseum. But I've been trying to be better with that. So, You're right. I agree. Coco Loco is Rio de Janeiro.
It's literally, if I was to pick one in the collection that's the fun fragrance, it's that. And the packaging goes right along with it being the fun fragrance. I don't know how you would just have to like not like coconut because there's an obvious dose of creamy coconut in there. I think for you to not like that fragrance, I think that's the only note that's kind of iffy for people in there.
The coconut.
Some people either love coconut or can't stand it, you know. And for a coconut fragrance, it's very fun.
It's coconut, the white coconut. It's the coconut,
that fleshy coconut.
The flesh, it's a better fun. And so yes, if you put it in the comments, say I had bottle number 513. Well, it's a 500 bottle, so it should be. I mean, if you want, Blaine, I'll do it. I could do it.
Let him know your number. You're not the first. The last 24 hours, I think he's gotten at least a dozen people ask.
Right.
So he's going to try to bend over backwards for you guys like he always does. So I guess in your email or email him or in your order, if you haven't made it yet, put a little note about it. I have precious treasure number, whatever. And that's kind of cool that you're willing to do that though, because that is more of a headache for you.
It's going to be a nightmare for me.
He's got to dig through everything.
It's going to be a nightmare for me. So that way.
Now y'all got to remember, this is boxes on top of boxes on top, because only typically standard 2-ounce bottles from Zaharoff is 27 bottles in one box. So 500 of those, a lot of large, heavy boxes, right? So this box that the bottles are in is shaped a little bit different. So it might be 25 in a box or something. George would know. But his typical boxes, it's 27 per. Can you tell I've done a lot of stuff, a lot of packing and unpacking when I visit? So it's a lot of, even 500 bottles is a big pallet full. A lot of weight.
Creepy.
What do you need me to pin?
I'm just looking.
Sandy, good to see you. Sandy said he's happy with whatever he receives.
It's okay. I mean, I want everyone to be happy too.
Yeah, look, he's willing to do it to make you guys happy. If you want it to match your precious treasure, let him know. Yeah.
So what are you doing this weekend, Ross?
Tomorrow, aside from the workout, we don't really have anything pressing going on this weekend. It's this upcoming week that I have a lot going on. We both got appointments. I've got lab work and a blood donation on Wednesday. On top of, what streams do I have? I have certain things scheduled. It's Tuesday. Then next Monday, I'm live with Randy and Mike from Day 3 Fragrances on Randy's channel. Y'all subscribe to Fragrance Dude. So the next, I would say 10 days, I've got a few things going. I haven't set any streams up just yet on my channel for this upcoming week, but as far as off-camera stuff, we've got some bouncing around to do. But nothing super pressing and crazy busy this week. Right. It's next month is when it gets really crucial for me. I got my brother's wedding. I've got my first of 2 competitions. The wife's birthday, which is also our dating anniversary. I'm going to try to do something, even though I can't really, I can't partake in a whole lot other than my meal prep food. And then June.
Well, you are in June now. Let's get back to.
Yeah, that's exactly that. That's the busy time for me, is May and June.
I think that if the person does not put the number in the comment as they're making a order, please don't send me an email and tell me your number, because I will not be able to put it into the system. It has to be when you make your purchase, because it's going to be a cluster. It's going to be a nightmare. And please, I will do it only if you put it in there's a little button that you press when you place your order, and you can make a comment and just say, please make sure I have 2010 or whatever. Because if you text me, if I have, and I love everybody, I feel very blessed. I'm very happy with everything, but I have probably 300 messages right now in my Facebook Messenger.
Sitting there.
And if you're going to throw and say, oh, please, put my order number. And I love you guys. I love everybody. It's going to take me a month to go through all of my messages.
So
2010
Marco,
is not a freshie.
so Marco, there is no fragrance notes. This was created by a different perfumer. There's no note breakdown. It was done by a different flavor house in Givaudan. This is not signature pour homme. This is a stopgap between the original pour homme and signature pour homme. I feel like a broken record. I keep doing this like every 10 minutes when somebody new shows up in the live stream. It's a more resinous, woodsy, warm, and boozy take on the DNA, but it's not a signature pour homme flanker. This was made in 2010. It's been macerating in the basement for 15 years. There's only 500 bottles that are numbered. It cannot be refilled, recreated, any of that stuff. So you're taking a risk if you do this, or there won't be samples or anything like that. So if you're not comfortable with that, please do not make a purchase.
Wait, sure. Blaine, I want to make sure. Did you Blaine, what number are you?
Very year round. It's not super heavy. No, I don't think it's super heavy, Dan.
Yeah, Blaine, what number are you? Can you please?
Yeah, it's dice roll.
Oh, so you asked me for it. Do you have the number? Do you remember your number, Blaine? The thing is with me, I only Blaine, let me find out your number and let me know, okay?
Yeah.
You did she put a note in there saying she goes, match my, but I need the number.
A bit smoky.
96.
That's crazy smoky on me. So I know I shouldn't, but I love blind buys. Me too. I'm super guilty of it. Customer service on live stream only, George. Yes, this is every time. This is every time, Dahlia.
DLD, good to see you. Give Allie my best. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. I was gonna buy it, but I'm too picky and don't want to chance it. I think that's okay, Kaylin.
I totally get it. Because Kaylin, I pick on him all the time. He's quick to trade stuff in a group. Especially if it now, Kaylin, this isn't loaded with lavender. Oh, well, I know you got a thing with lavender, but if you're not certain, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Anybody and everybody watching, if you're not certain that you just want to own this regardless, because it is a true dice roll, there's no way to sample it. He can't take them back and all this stuff. You're rolling the dice on this. So if you're uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form with that, please do not spend your money. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. Just I kind of want to do it, but no, don't buy under that energy. Only if you're certain. I want you guys to be for a blind buy as wise as you can be about it. I know it's a blind buy is a blind buy, right? It sucks that there's no note breakdown to provide or anything like that. It's just off of how it smells that I'm trying to describe it. It hasn't changed drastically because we're still early. I mean, even though we've been streaming for an hour and 3 minutes, I've had it on for every bit of like 45, 50 minutes. That's not a long time. That's still early,
So we're right about the 300 mark.
So 60%, 60% are gone.
Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate that. And the funny, because I had the person text me. I saw the message come right as I'm on the live saying he wants his number 10 matched. And so I took care of it. So if you're hearing me, I know you are, I took care of it. I put it into the system. So
yeah, one of the big things I like to say is I blind buy so you don't have to. This is a very special situation, though. This is genuinely, if you're just a fan of this man and his brand, that's who I would advocate. Yeah. Now's your chance to own a piece of history nobody else is going to have but 500 people in the world, And if you buy 2 of them like Joe did, that's one less bottle for another person.
And you know what? And you know what? In case you guys someone doesn't want to push the punch, I'm sure it's going to end up in the
Zed Lounge
and the Zed Lounge, and so just I think. Yeah, the thing is interesting though what we did with the Zed creators, Ross, and
that's a smartwatch, man.
And now I have the Europeans wanting the Zed creator fragrances, and I told them no, and they're like, why? And I said because I just won't do it. They wanted to place $1 million order that goes, we will buy it, we will cut you a check for $1 million right now.
We had the conversation after.
Yeah. And nope, it will not happen. And so
Ross could have got a decent little chunk. It still would have been wholesale, but Ross would have got a little chunk.
So I think,
but no, we can't do that.
And I think that it's just because I think that if I tell you guys that it's one and done, it's one and done.
Yeah.
And I've been really good with keeping keeping with, you know, like
well, a man's only as good as his word. I mean,
right.
circumstances may dictate something on occasion, but if you're known for sticking by your guns, that's respectable.
Right.
You know? So Roy's number 70. We got people putting their number in the chat. Kix Griffey's number 495, my guy.
Wait, what's this for?
This is their precious treasure number. Because you said let me know your number. So they're putting it in the chat.
No, wait.
He meant on your order.
In your order.
I mean, they probably already made their orders. They probably already made their orders.
Wait, let me see something. Griffey. Did you I'm gonna
see, this is what you get for saying you would do it.
What was Griffey's number?
Kix Griffey's 495.
Oh my God. This is gonna be a nightmare.
Oh, I know how you are, Kaylin. You were gonna do it anyway. We had this discussion about Bazan.
Oh my God.
No, they're good. Look, he asked for this, Dahlia. Yeah, that's why I'm like, you sure you? Again, he's got a fetish for people pleasing. Like y'all were talking about fetishes last night on Joey's channel. This is a fetish of his. He likes to people please when it comes to his brain, for sure. This energy already. Tell me what to buy. Is it something new? I'm down. So it's 2000. George, are you frozen? That's funny. That's hilarious. That's the face he's frozen on. That's funny as shit. You pull him off, put him back on. George, you're frozen with a dump. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back in a moment. One moment, please. So we're talking about 2010. This was macerated for 15 years. This was the stopgap that wasn't made by Claude, made by Givaudan. It's a little bit more synthetic. It's boozy, warm, and rich. It's been macerating in the basement for 15 years. He's only able to fill 500 bottles. It won't exist again. There's no note breakdown. I'm just telling everybody how it smells on me. And he's putting it for sale. It's the last piece of telling the story. You got a black screen, George. It's the last piece of the story. George, you got a black. Are you doing something on your phone? That's why it's a black screen.
I don't know why it's doing that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't say it's just black screen. Do you have anything pulled up like text message or a notification?
Nothing. No, nothing.
Because that normally will black your screen out. See, there's your eye. Okay, there you are.
So did I see Kix Griffey?
495.
495, and then he goes, no, 494.
Yeah, he did right here. I mean,
so when I'm in the mental institution and they're like, what brought you here? I'm going to say,
Clendon, you motherfucker. See what you caused? He's laughing.
Oh my God.
See what you caused? By no means I encourage anyone else to do blind buying anything but teach his own.
Let me see. And I'm very grateful to it. So what did Pasquale say? What number?
We got Lawrence's number 110.
Hold on, we'll get to that.
Okay, let me find Pascal. Roy, you got Roy done? Roy was 70.
You're welcome, T. Roy, who?
Roy was number
Pasquale. I have
Pasquale's number 44.
Okay, number 44. All right. Next.
Lawrence T. I don't know what the T stands for, but he's number 108.
Pasquale, I got you. Number 44. Okay. I don't know. I need to have you. I don't know who Lauren. Let me see.
Yeah, but he can't scroll or anything. It's on his television. He's looking at his TV in the distance.
Yeah,
his phone. He's live on his phone. He's operating Shopify on his laptop, and YouTube's up on his TV.
So Lawrence, I need your order now. Is it? I don't see. You gotta tell me your order number, Lawrence.
Yeah, because he doesn't know your last name.
Hi, everybody.
So Kevin Hill. You want to do Kevin Hill while we wait for that? He's number 60.
Kevin Hill.
I can only compare it to the two other versions of Zaharoff Pour-Homme and Signature Pour-Homme. It smells like an in-between of the two. It's of that profile. They were recreating the original in the more synthetic style of the 2010s.
So okay, I got Kevin. Now Roy. Roy, did I take care of you already?
Roy was number 70.
Is number 70. One moment, please. I got 70. Okay, we're good, Roy. You said that already. I got on there.
So tuning 432, I don't know who that is.
Aussie.
Heard you say you got my message for number 10.
That's
T. Addy.
Yeah, that's T. I got him. So Aussie, I don't know with 26189. And thank you for your business. 26189.
We have another one, ankle deep. It's Zed Tucker.
I don't see 26189. Did I see 26189?
Well, look, let's go down the comments. We'll get to that.
I have 26189 is an order from 2024.
Oh shit. So he's giving you his order number.
Oh, wait, his name though. Let me see his name. Hold on. I got it. I found it. Okay. What did he want? What number is Lawrence?
Lawrence was, now I got to scroll back up. Hold on. 108.
108. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Yeah.
Zed Tucker, number 42.
I know Zed.
Roy changed his profile name to Roy Godkinson.
I know. I don't have Zed Tucker on my thing.
So Ankle Deep said Zed Tucker, number 42, sent an email before you said sorry.
Jed. Before you said Zed Tucker?
Jed. I said Jed.
You said Zed.
No, I said Jed. You heard Zed. If I did say Zed, my apologies. I meant to say Jed. I don't know.
All right. So let's see here. Number 42.
It's on your television.
Can someone go back and tell me if he said Zed? All right, go ahead.
Yes, please let me know. I might have. I don't know.
Number 42. All right, number 42 is all right, we got you.
Jed. Right, Aussie Blue, number 501.
I need your
yeah, we need real names, guys.
I need an order number too. It's a can of worms. I'm going to just throw
you asked for this bullshit. This is your own fault. Guys, when I say bullshit, I'm not faulting y'all. He said he wanted this smoke. Yeah, I'll give him the smoke.
I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff.
I told you. This is an I told you so moment. Boxer George strikes again.
I have these beautiful leather chairs, and I'm sweating.
Got boxers on with a fucking bomber jacket.
Look how beautiful these chairs are. Sweating my ass off.
So Aussie Blue, well, we'll get back to him when we get the actual name or an order number. So there's Lawrence. Paul. I'm number 905.8. I think he's just talking shit. Paul's good for trolling sometimes. I'm not sure. I'll let the stars decide my number. Yeah, he was just talking shit. Josh is number 99.
Josh who?
Aguina. Exactly.
Josh.
Bearded guy, Eagles fan.
Paul Robertson. What's 905.89? What is that?
It's Paul. That's why I took it with a grain of salt. I thought he might be joking. He said he's just going to let the stars decide his numbering fate. He's joking. Don't mind that.
What is 34958? What is Benjamin?
That's Sean Garrison's order number, and he needs number 57. His order number is 34939.
Wait, I'm at 34958. And so Benjamin, what number are you?
Who's Benjamin?
Benjamin Dixon.
That's not who we're on.
It's order 34958. Benjamin, thank you, everybody.
I don't know. You must be further down in the chat than I am.
Okay, yeah. So Benjamin, I need your number, please.
Okay, so let's do what we're pinning so we don't get confused. Let's go, because I'm slowly going down the chat. You're just current. We're gonna miss a bunch if we stick with current.
Right. Okay. So I have.
Because I'm gonna get to the ones you see on your TV.
Okay.
I'm behind that. I'm here for you guys. I'm here. We're gonna get it. Like I said, he wanted to smoke, but we're gonna work it out together.
This has become 34939.
I don't know how many times I got to say I told you so, but you're an idiot.
34939 is Sean.
Sean
It's
Garrison.
number.
He wants number 57. That's what his precious treasure is.
I'm going to try my best because if this ends up being a huge nightmare, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, next. What's
Aubrey
next?
Love is the name.
And thank you, everybody. Aubrey.
We're joking around, having fun, guys.
So, Aubrey Love. What number is Aubrey?
He's number 330 for his precious treasure. He just placed an order for 2010 during the stream.
330. Okay, we're good. I got Aubrey. Next.
All right, scrolling down. I did say Zed. All right, my apologies. Everybody's saying I said Zed. My apologies, guys. Yeah, I guess habit.
Did you see how he attacked me when I said it? I go, Ross, you said, I mean, like I thought maybe he was gonna start foaming out of his mouth. All right, go ahead.
Guys, y'all just don't understand. I give him on camera what he gives me off camera. Y'all, he curses me out. Y'all would have boy, y'all think y'all know George Zaharoff.
Who's next now? Because my nappy time is due. Yeah. So what are we dealing here now? What's next?
Right, I'm trying.
We're 34911. 34911.
So here we go.
411.
So hold on. Here we go.
Right, hold on.
We got Brulio Rivera. His order number is 3LW4NJ8M5. I got it pinned on screen.
What the fuck?
What? That's not a Zaharoff order number. Bo, I don't know what to tell you, my man. That's not a Zaharoff order number.
Hold on, Brolio.
Yeah, just look up his name.
So this is.
But what number do you want, my man?
Yeah, Brolio, you have to help me streamline this and make this easy because.
Yeah, because now I got to look for another comment from you. Guys, try to put it all in.
I have you up here. I just don't. I need a number.
So, guys, do me a favor, and I'm going to say it the way I got to say it. Please put everything in one fucking comment. Help us help you. Help me help you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to navigate.
And you know what? I'm getting anxiety, so I do not get the.
I'm gonna leave it pinned. Let me go find him.
Mr. Burton, it should be working. Try to refresh your thing.
Shit. All right, so we're gonna have to skip him for now because he doesn't have another comment following
next. Up. Okay, next.
Jared Miller.
I think I just.
Yeah, he's number 31, and now Josh has changed his answer. The fuck, Josh?
What do you mean?
Josh was 99 or something like that. Now he's 202.
That's not.
What the hell? Josh, you're fired.
So what is Jared?
Jared's number 31.
31. Okay. Listen, there's some people that are collecting and they like the numbers.
I get it.
There's nothing I can do now. There's nothing I could do. Okay. 34958.
Okay.
34958.
But my question, the follow-up question, because like with Marco, he gave me his order number, but what number precious treasure do you have? Benjamin, you gave me your order number, but what number precious treasure do you have?
Like, and TNT Man did it too. I think that we need to we need to just end this and shut it
guys,
down. Because
I don't think y'all understood the assignment here.
So this isn't this, and I love you guys. This makes me happy to want to do this, but I can't.
Y'all are making it more difficult for him, actually.
If we are the first 20 to order, can we still keep that number? Listen, people that bought Precious Treasure are going to go Let me see. I'll tell you right now. It's ANTB. What is your order number, ANTB? And I'll tell you because
no, Aussie Blue, I ain't sweating that. I figured that out. I see.
So 349 349 34917 34917
Yeah, because
is 315.
Philadelphia boss, he corrected it. So whenever
315. Okay. I want to make sure that we get everybody here. 315.
I don't think you can have that, Ophelia boss.
What?
I know for a fact you don't have Precious Treasure number 69. Joey Canoli has that one.
Right.
I know for a fact. You can't, guys, this isn't like Lanyap, let me pick a number. This is just for those that have Precious Treasure and want to match their number. You just happen to pick a number that I know for a fact you don't have that number, Precious Treasure, sir.
Right.
Joey has that because Joey's thing is 69.
So
Joey's gonna get that.
So William, whatever you are in the place, but number one is me. I take number one. I set it aside and I put it in the archives.
This was a bad idea.
It's okay. Do we have? I want to make sure if they look at Casey is busted. Is there anyone? I want to make sure, like, if we're missing anybody, I want to make sure I get everybody. So give me your order number, and next to your order number, the number. And that's if you've had Precious Treasure. I'm gonna cross. I have the book on the.
This stream turned into this, and it got off the rails.
No, Louis, don't email me, please. Don't email me. Just tell me now.
Yeah, Josh.
Okay. All right, drive safely. Drive safely. That's okay.
Soulful Sensei. That's who Casey is. That's Kalen.
I'm off to Oligard for the meetup. Oh, Elias, there's a meetup. I thought Kevin. Is Kevin still at Oligard then, Elias? Because I heard you say,
Yeah, for those of you curious, anytime I say not Kalen S, a different Kalen, this is the Kalen I'm talking about.
Right.
Guys.
I mean, I want to be able to, I want to be able to accommodate you guys. So just give me
I'm giving y'all a hard time because y'all are making it a hard time.
And did someone give me the wrong number?
Probably. I would not be surprised.
All right.
So T-Man Taylor has his order and his Precious Treasure number.
Okay, good. What is it?
We've got order number 34917.
349 what?
17.
Okay.
And his Precious Treasure is number 315.
I put that already.
Okay, so you got that covered.
I have that. We're good.
And Philadelphia boss, that's who I busted with the 69, so never mind. There's the number one.
Elias, be well, enjoy your, but he's making an appearance and picking up a Zaharoff and picking up. Thank you, Elias. Give him my best. Kevin never reached out, has not said anything to me, so give him my best. I was just
we need your Precious Treasure number 2.
I don't care what number I get for sure. William, if you want to match the Precious Treasure, I'm here right now. So if that's what you want, just tell me. That's all.
So guys, if you got the second round with the different boxes that aren't numbered,
I'm dumb. Benjamin, thank you. It's nice. Thank you for being my first Zaharoff customer. I appreciate it.
So any of you that don't have a numbered Precious Treasure and you got the second round, this doesn't apply.
Right.
So, there's no need to give your order number because there's no Precious Treasure number.
This has been announced less than an hour ago. People that are going to be reading this and they're going to be upset. I could tell you right now, but it is what it is. So,
well, I shared it all over the usual spots, and it's limited. It's not everybody's going to get it anyway. Anybody that's seeing this in the future, I apologize if you wanted it, weren't able to get it. I apologize. Outside of life happens, and maybe you weren't able to be here. I'm sure there will be some after the stream's over, but not a lot left. I mean, we're on the other side of the hill with what's left.
I think Giuseppe, I got you. 3494349. I got you, Giuseppe.
I'll be happy with whatever I get.
Joseph, I got you, Joseph. I got you already. Bazan is a floral. It's a floral. it's a floral oriental. And I'm anxious for me to get it in my hands as well, because it's being made to order.
Yeah.
And so
I don't have it either.
I'm waiting for everything to be done. And so it's gonna be it's beautiful. I hope everyone likes it. And it's gonna be, like I said, made to order. I'm doing this a little differently because I don't have enough bottles. If we're gonna be doing the Zen Creator, anyway, so I'm gonna just produce, and I know that florals are not the man's best, and so whoever was a diehard, Zaharoff, and they want a Bazan, great. And so
Yeah, because it leans feminine. I'm not gonna sit here and
yeah, well,
deny
for
it
sure.
does
So
lean
this,
feminine
yeah,
for sure.
it's between rosé and bloom.
Yeah, I would say a little bit more feminine than those. Not much.
Yeah.
But any of the guys that like the florals will probably appreciate it. Any of the ladies that are fans of Zaharoff, you've been waiting for this.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. It's an homage. I'm not.
Are any of you fellas where your ladies like, I wish he'd make one that I can enjoy?
Yes, that'll be it. It's a nod to the Pour Femme, which is the
original Pour Femme in the 90s.
The original Pour Femme, And thank you for your birthday wishes, everybody. No, there will not be a flanker to Citrine. Citrine is really, I feel, a masterpiece, and there's no flankers. Now there is talk of doing an entire line for Coco Loco of I don't want to say the different products, but we'll see how it goes. And I appreciate everybody. If it's my pleasure to accommodate those who have supported me. It's my absolute pleasure.
I'm just giving y'all a hard time because I wouldn't be me if I didn't.
And me talking about slitting my wrists, I'm 10% serious.
Joking.
And so
this isn't your typical. He's much more PC than I am, but y'all come here enough. Y'all know this ain't no PC content. We have fun. We pick. We joke.
And thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody.
Bazan for the Dragon Lady is perfect. For the Lady Dragon, sorry. I said it the wrong way around. I was late and heading into Zaharoff, and we'll be stoked.
Roy, I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody.
Roy's still here?
Roy's still here. Roy's in...
It's 2:30 in the morning.
It's Friday. It's Friday night.
Yeah, but it's 2:30 in the morning for Roy. It started at 1 a.m. when we started.
Roy's in Norway, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, there's nothing at night in Norway. What else are you going to do but watch us, Ross?
Damn, he's shitting on your country.
It's the truth. You go there, it's boring.
Hey, he's not boring, though. He and I have a lot in common for being in very different parts of the world.
Seraphim green. I think that the blue, I can't leave. See?
I can't leave. Yeah, and I had a feeling this would happen when he was like, I'll just be able to catch the beginning because it's bullshit. I knew better. If it was just me, even when it's just me, he'll hang on for the majority of it.
Please don't worry about it, brother. No, listen, Jed. I've already taken care of you, Jed. It's my pleasure. Yeah, so hold on a minute. Before we go, you have me here. It's my absolute pleasure. Give me your order number and the corresponding bottle number. If you have it, give it to me now because I'm here. So don't be embarrassed. Just give it to me. We're here. So give it to me right here. Right here. Just put it right there. Give it to me.
Put it right there. Yeah, I wonder where he got that saying from.
Yeah. And so right here. And give it to me. Let's do it. Let's have a meetup, George. I'm up for that. We have the facilities here in Chicago. We could host 1,000 people. We've tossed
that idea around for a couple of years now.
Yeah, we could host 1,000 people.
You're good. Guys, don't take, like I said, those of you that are here on a regular basis, not to take me picking on you too seriously.
Yeah, so if you
y'all were making it a little more of a challenge than it needed to be, I'm going to pick on you. That's all. It's all good natured.
And I know Juan is live as well. So if you want to go see him after here, go tell him hello. Say that George and Ross sent it.
Tell him George and Ross sent him and said, yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to, your order number and bottle number. You have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Please,
As long as you have a numbered, if you've ordered this and you have a numbered precious treasure, I feel like I have to be very clear of this based on previous events in this stream. Please put your real name, order number for your purchase, and your number of your precious treasure bottle in one comment. Thank you.
There you go. I like that. See, it's beautiful.
Yes. That's from the heart.
Joey, thank you for having me.
I'm not Joey.
Ross, sorry. I saw that, Joey. I'm going. It says I'm going to Joey's after. I want to just give you a little bit token of my gratitude. So thank you.
That's nice of you. I appreciate the $1.
You're welcome.
Very generous of you.
You're welcome.
I also never gave Joey that $5 you accidentally gave me that was meant for him. I need to send that to him. He put it right there for Joey. Was it last night or night? No, it was night before. And I ended up getting it. Accidentally sent it to me. $5. So you big spender.
So I want to say this to Judd for the 10th time.
We got you. You're taken care of, sir.
Do you maybe sign language? We got you.
You're taking care of. I
can do it in a flat way.
Got you.
Dash.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it in Braille or Morse code or either of those. I don't know.
Oh my God. We don't use that word, Jason. Okay, order number 34950.
Oh, the godfather of all freshies from Zaharoff is Citrine. Come on now.
34950. Oh, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Of course. See, I'm glad. Thank you for doing this. Okay, here. 371. 371.
And see, he's caving because earlier he's like, I'm just good with whatever I get. The more we've talked about it, he's like, screw it. Let me get the matching number.
If they have a Zaharoff on there, most of these people have like 5, 6, 10 Zaharoffs. So
Sandy's
I want to be able to, I want to be able to accommodate them.
Sandy's been around. He's part of my first couple hundred subscribers. Yeah.
Is that what Sandy looks like?
Yeah, that's him.
Sandy.
He's a super nice guy. Super, super nice guy. Very supportive.
Well, thank you for very much. And you have
Citrine Parfum Elixir. Sure. So here's the problem with that. What was the percentage you went up to before it was unsafe and Mon said it can't go any higher? Like 34%, 38%?
For which one?
When you were trying higher concentrations of citrine.
You remember when we did that?
It was 40, I think. They actually let you go to.
But it was
smelled horrible. It was totally different. The magic that you get from that profile, Claude was only able to achieve at that concentration. The higher you go, the more it loses that top. And it got so bad trying to get like supreme longevity that everybody was literally bitching and griping about, that nobody understood. To have the magic of that top, you can't have a heavy concentration. You just can't. So George started exploring it just to see. And the higher it went, the just nastier the fragrance got. It was not good. There was just y'all would not have liked it at all. It would have been terrible. To put it this way, there's no way he would have released it anyway. It was bad.
And
Claude told him over and over, George, this is it. It's not going. You go up, it goes bad. You go up, it goes different. I remember the conversation.
He's such a good man.
He's so good too. God, he understands everything so well.
And if you like citrine, the body balm is an orgasm. I'm telling you right now.
I stand by that. The body balm's the best Zaharoff product available on the site.
349.
It's got so much use as an aftershave lotion, just if you like to use lotion in general, and it really brings the green to life in the profile.
Right, and I think that Ryan, you're gonna like. You just got the number 32, right? So you're gonna like it.
Good to see you, Ryan.
I got you, Ryan, number 32.
Appreciate you, sir.
And so thank you.
It does too, Newt.
I want to thank everybody for supporting me. It means the world to me. I'm sorry, I get like overwhelmed and I might get some anxiety, but I hope that everyone forever hold your peace. You can
Guys,
tell me
real quick, anybody that likes citrine, I normally don't say you should buy this. That's rare that I say that. You should buy it if you like citrine.
So Ross, go back because I put third number 32. What did Ryan Feldkamp have? 302?
Number 32. I got a pin. Number 32. You muted. You're muted.
I know I have family calling me for my birthday.
Yeah.
All right, so Lewis is 308. So he had 32. So Ryan's 32?
Yeah, Ryan's 32.
All right, Luis.
It's Luis.
Luis.
I made sure to find out long ago.
Lewis, I need your order number. You gave me what you gave me is it's like a.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's not a Zaharoff order number.
It's an order number before you get an order. Luis, send me
an email. Luis, if you just want to give us your last name, it'd be easier because I've always known you as Luis M.
Aussie, did we take care of Aussie already?
Aussie had mentioned number 501 as a joke.
Okay,
there is no 501.
All right. So thank you very much.
Thanks for correcting him. Yeah, because it's Luis.
Mayora. And what number is Mayora?
So he is number 308.
So 308. I got you, Luis. And thank you. He bought both. Thank you. Thank you very much for.
So believe it or not, Josh, I have the shower gel and the balm. He sent them to me a long time ago. I've never touched them because I just used the citrine. And I've been on that coconut lagoon kick lately. I haven't touched them, believe it or not. As good as Black Rose is, I just go to the citrine one. It's legitimately my favorite Zaharoff product you can buy. And I've got like that much missing from it.
And I love the balm. Oh my God. I love wearing citrine.
I'll take it over the fragrance. And it's strong too.
So there's a fragrance, Ross, I was talking to you about called Captivating, and I'm inhaling it. And
somebody mentioned it earlier.
If I could bathe in it, I could. It's this fragrance.
I don't blame you, Josh. I don't blame you.
It's this here. It's called. Is this? Yeah, it's called Captivating.
Mm-hmm.
And it's.
Have you sent me that one? Do I have that?
No. It's like one of my favorite. Like I can't get enough of it. This is all I wear all the time. I love this stuff. I'm on my 5th bottle.
I can't wait for this one to come around. I can't say what it is.
What is it? Is it yours?
No. It's not mine. Here's Koos. Here's the vetiver. And here's the musk. But there's another one. Here's 2 renditions of it. I'll give you a hint. At my competition was when you gave me these lab samples when we were having dinner. I'll use the word spicy. Yeah. How else am I getting Zaharoff Mon lab samples? Yes, you gave them to me. I don't want to say the name, the code name, just in case you never release it.
Is it a privé?
No.
Is it called? What's it called?
And this is Captivating, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that's the Captivating. That's what I
do have Captivating. So I'm going to give you one more hint. In the bag you gave me at my competition, I have Koos and Musk, Captivating, and 2 renditions of one other. I don't want to say the name just in case you don't want the name said.
I don't know. Don't say the name.
The word spicy is throwing. I'm trying to hint at you with that.
I have the peppers. The 7 little peppers.
5.
The 5 little peppers. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say the name. That.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Do you like that? You like that?
Of course I do. It's a pepper fragrance. Yes. This is a Zaharoff pepper musk. Yeah, guys. This is the better rendition, by the way. This is
Mod 1. You have the.
No, they're both the same. This one smells different though. They're both 18%. These are June 18 last year. Yeah, 5 little peppers is incredible. That needs to happen. I'm still advocating for that behind the scenes. But Captivating, I got right here. Let's spray it.
I love it. I can't get enough of
It's
it.
been a while since I sprayed it, but yeah,
I love it.
that's it right here.
I think I used it and gave it to you then.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. It's fruity. It's got a fruitiness to it.
I thought I could launch it. I was going to put this as the next instead of the Privé. I was going to launch this instead.
That's very mass appealing.
It's so good.
It's rich and fruity, but it's not like over the top sweet.
It's Ross. I can't get enough of it. Like I'm going. I love it.
And this is extremely unisex too.
And do you remember I sent you of the card? This is. I want this to be the next Privé.
That makes it also. So what was going to be the next one? You're going to push to be in the third one?
The following year, yeah.
That makes sense. Because you got, I'm not going to say what's kind of replacing it this year, but there's something that kind of does a similar.
Not the captivating. I can't, like, I don't know. Why am I obsessed with that? Captivating. It's like, I love it.
Because it is captivating. It's a proper code name. It's very crowd pleasing, mass appealing, but it's not some blue fragrance or anything like that. It's a juicy fragrance that's not sweet.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly.
It's juicy, so but it's not sweet. Like there's a little bit, but I wouldn't call it a sweet fragrance.
So in the Privé, I'm gonna see if I could keep it at the same price because the first Privé was a lot. It cost me a fortune, and this time around,
it's good, George.
Isn't it good? I think it's Ross. I think it's my number one. I think it's better than Precious
over Black Rose because you bathed in Black Rose for 3 years.
I love Black Rose, and I love the Privé number. I love all of it, but this year,
Precious Treasure.
I don't know what I think. What is this? Is like
this could be a Privé, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible.
This has that similar that performance behavior where you can tell it's very loud, but it's not heavy.
Right. It's Claude. This is Claude's work. So
it's not a signature flanker, guys. This would definitely go in the private collection.
It's got to be private collection. So, and then I'll push the other one.
I can see this being a hit. And this is one that I think everybody can enjoy because it doesn't have the masculinity of Precious Treasure, but it also doesn't have the femininity of any of the florals that are out.
Right. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I wish I could tell you the name of this fragrance because there's a story with it.
I'm gonna leave this one out.
I can't. I can't do it. See, you're captivating, Ross. Wait.
Thank you, Josh.
That Josh, I'm the one that's captivating. Ross is big muscle head. Muscle. Ross, you're captivating too.
Thank you.
Yeah, Pasquale, the Privé is going to be numbered, but
no special presentations again. Just the same like spinning box presentation.
I think so.
The second round had.
I think so. Because I can't. I tell you, the first Precious Treasure took me 2 years to develop. 2 trips to the border of Syria and Turkey. It's too much. And then of course I flew to Africa with the women. So anyway.
Absolutely. The Citrine Body Balm in the Vegas heat.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
It'll probably survive the heat better because it's a lotion.
Yeah. I agree. And then put the spray on too. It's
spray on top. Layer
Citrine.
The products. That's the kind of layering I like to do.
Citrine works in the heat. Citrine works in the heat.
It comes to life in the heat. But this brings the green out. The heart of the fragrance is what the balm is.
Good shit.
Precious Treasure, Seraphine Blue, Burlington 1819. That's a hell of a 3 right there.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you guys for your everything. These people are walking, Ross, they come and they try putting solar panels on my house. You know, the Sunrun people, they go to all the homes. And they're young kids and they come to the door. I open it up and he's like, "Oh, you smell good." I go, "You could smell it." He goes, "The moment you open the door, I got the gush of." So my whole house probably smells of. I
can imagine. Yeah, captivating is really, really strong. And it's great code name. It's very captivating. Philadelphia Boss. if you use the link, you'll save 10% on anything on the site too. For anybody that didn't know, that works on the ancillary products too.
William, much love. Guys, everybody, thank you. Much love to you guys. Thank you for the support. Please, I did not want to turn anyone off. If you have an order number and you want your corresponding bottle matched, I want to be able to accommodate you. Just know that I don't want anyone to
you want to hang out to the 2-hour mark? You can spare 15 more minutes just in case.
Sure.
Anybody that has a numbered precious treasure, if you ordered 2010 and want the numbers to match,
speak now.
Please let us know your real name, order number, and what the number of your precious treasure is in one comment, please. If you want it to match. If you don't care, roll with it, you know.
We could talk shoes. I was telling Ross about
I'm always down to do that.
Huh?
I'm always down to do that.
I was telling Ross about my Givenchy shoes and that they're beautiful. They're works of art, but you spend a fortune on them, and they're you know what those shoes are, Ross? They're printed. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, but the shoes are actually printed.
Yeah, 3D printed. That's a new thing. Adidas has some 3D printed shoes. I think Asics has 3D printed slides. Like there's a lot of companies that are doing that now. They 3D print certain models. Adidas has outsoles. They got like a 40. They're like $200 a pair. They're like running shoes that you can see through them. They're 3D printed.
Newt, thank you. Thank you guys, and thank you for coming along. How many people are in the room?
We still have 109. We're down to the core. We've lost a few. I mean, OneStream. Some people probably ran over to OneStream. Right. All good. I get it. There's other streams starting. You know, and we're, you know, almost 2 hours strong. So I understand if people have things to do, you know.
And Ross knows I print. We print all of our. I print all my prototypes on a printer, and we're going to be printing the. So get this, for the stores in Europe, Ross. We're doing a.
Juan's hilarious.
Who?
Juan's title is AI and Fragcom. The shows are done. Plus first impression on new FOMO parfums release.
That's funny.
Shout outs to Juan.
I love Juan.
I do too. Juan cracks me up.
What is Wait.
That's how many are in the room. The 107. Disregard.
Okay, so I thought Jared was
disregard.
Disregard.
Thank you, sir. Jordan 6 Pinnacles. It's funny that you mentioned that. If Kix Griffey's still here, he's going to light up. He has a pair of Jordan 6 Pinnacles that we were talking about on the phone like 2 weeks ago.
It's called 6 Pinnacles?
No, Jordan 6 Pinnacle. So let me show them to you. They're actually like gold foil. Watch this. This is what they look like.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah. They're limited. They're actually not too crazy if you can find them in good condition. But yeah. They're white and like a gold metallic foil. It's leather, but yeah.
I have such a delay on my TV.
Mm-hmm. There's a good picture.
So there it is. So how do you spell it?
Pinnacle.
Oh, Pinnacles.
Yeah, Jordan 6 Pinnacle. Yes, the Jordan 6.
I put the number 6.
These came out in 2016. They were a limited run. Okay, I was wondering. So that's Bracking. Okay, change his name.
It's $506.
In your size, probably. What size are you, George?
I'm a 12 or 13.
They're $430 new vintage in box.
In Jordans, I'm 12.
Yeah, so look, here's the actual pictures of the shoes from the seller.
Look at those, are beautiful.
Yeah, they actually have metallic gold glitter in the clear sole part. Yeah, I can totally see you wearing these to an event.
Thank you, Barry. Barry, much love to you. Sandy, it's almost 2 a.m. I know Sandy's in the UK.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking it out.
Yeah, these are a U, Jordan. And then we got the box here as well.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I haven't done a count, but I'm sure it's over 500. I'm sure it's well over at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I got over 2,000 fragrances. I got about 700 hats. This is accumulated over years, you know.
The shoe sizes, you know, like in Balenciaga, I'm a 14, and you know, in Louis Vuitton, I'm 11 and a half. Like no one has like standard shoes
A lot of
sizes.
amber. A lot of amber at
Is
this
that what
point.
it is?
Yeah, it's
It's
drying down into a bit of
captivating.
amber. I'm getting a lot of nose fatigue at this point, though, because I have both of them radiating as well as what I'm wearing. I got a lot of synthetic fragrance. I got 4 sprays of Supremacy Not Only Intense, which is really strong,
Yeah,
and then
you're all smelling.
the
Yeah,
Reject's really strong, and then I have the boozier version right here that I keep sniffing on. So my
so you
nose
have
is
too
kind of
much
wearing
going
off.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 different synthetic, strong, really strong fragrances just hovering around me.
My favorite pair of shoes. So I have a pair of marshmallow clogs from Givenchy,
I saw you post them on TikTok the other day.
and I found another pair. I bought them, and I found them in brown, and I bought 2 pairs of that. They're the most comfortable shoes that I own. Now, I have I have these I have these Givenchy clogs that are all leather. They're like works of all of. I love it. I love. Oh my god, I love shoes.
And most of
Ross,
his shoes add 2 to 3 inches to his 6'4" height already.
yeah, I love it. Let me see. I'll just let me shoot here. Let's see if I get it. Hold on.
So I won't be moving cross country this time, so it won't be too bad, Blaine. I'm moving locally. so so it's gonna be, I mean, it's still gonna be a pain in the ass, and I'm such a freak out when it comes to my shit that I'm gonna be, even though I'm paying people to move, I'm gonna be doing a lot of work like I do every time I pay people to help me move. So
Look at these
I like to put
monsters.
my hands on my stuff, you know.
So look at these
Damn,
monsters. Look
look
at
at the
this.
height those add though. Look how
They're so
stacked that heel
they're
is.
so freaking beautiful. Look at that.
That's actually tame for you.
Isn't that
George
beautiful?
has some wild ass designer shoes. You guys just
I
don't know.
do.
He's got some wild shit.
But these are you know, Ross, these are wearable uh up until maybe, you know, I can wear those in the office. But if I were to travel in those, I would not
Oh,
make
you
it.
destroy them.
They would put me in a wheelchair.
Oh, they're that stiff. They're
Yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah. Look at beautiful. Looking at TV, they're beautiful shoes. I love shoes, just like you. Ross and I love shoes.
I'm more sneakerhead. He's designers.
Yeah.
He likes designer stuff. You know,
But
same premise, just different style.
so you want to give a quick recap on 2010 before we go?
Yes. So with 2010, let me relive this opening real quick. And give a fresh spray on the forearm.
You don't get
I got the
synthetic
dry
in
on
the
the
opening, Ross?
Yeah, and it's really potent, but it's not as synthetic as the reject test batch. This is way more synthetic and more
Right.
pepper aromatic.
I want to know, Ross.
It's so like it's immediately going to remind you guys of Signature Pour-Homme, the opening, but it is a little bit boozy versus that. And it's not as lavender heavy. And then that boozy, ambery, resinous combination kind of takes hold of the fragrance rather quickly. I would say in about 2 or 3 minutes, it kind of takes over. Nice and warm, though. It's a very warm fragrance, but it doesn't come across as a heavy wear. Like it's not bogging down on the skin, if that makes sense. I wouldn't call it an airy fragrance by any means, but it's not a heavy fragrance. It kind of falls somewhere in that mid-range. The dry down's actually starting to get a bit more woodsy besides just being ambery. I don't know what kind of wood is in it because we don't have a note breakdown to go off of.
I don't know who would Givaudan, because this is 15, 14 years old because remember that's when the oil was ordered. I don't know the story, Ross. I'll never know because this was with Milan, my partner at the time. He passed away, and he knows the story, but I don't know how I ended up with those bottles that you have, and then the container in my basement. I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know why it's different too, which makes me wonder if you have the lab samples, Ross. Do you know what I mean?
You talking about this being the lab sample?
I think so. That might be in the lab sample because is it?
But if it was the lab sample, you had a good bit of these, and they all say tester.
It does. The color does not. The color in that bottle doesn't match the color in the bottle that we have too. So it's two different.
Yeah, it's not
It's
as yellow.
browner. Yeah, it's a different fragrance. So
this is more of a yellow, gold.
Is that interesting?
More of a brownish hue. Yeah.
Oh my God! What the whole story?
Robert's here. Robert says happy birthday.
Hi, Robert. Hey, Robert. He sent me an email, a message. He already sent me a text message wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, Robert.
So I guess we're at a good spot to go ahead and wrap it up, George. I think we pretty much handled everything at this point.
I'm gonna have some dinner. Much love, everybody.
I'm about to eat as well.
Ross. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and thank you for the support and the love. And I really appreciate it. After. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, Ross.
Have a good one, Georgie. We'll talk. Enjoy your dinner.
Bye, everybody. Happy weekend.
I'll close it out with you guys. We got 4 minutes till we hit the 2-hour mark. I'll close it out with you guys. Get a little Blistex in my life. So I appreciate everybody for joining us. This became a customer service session for the majority of it. Hey, he offered it. Take advantage of it. Y'all were being a little difficult, so I give you a hard time. I think it was fun, personally. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. For those of you that were here. In chat, can you give me a brief review of the releases? This is the release. I just went over it. 2010. It's limited it's the stopgap. So to really go over the story again, you got to go to the beginning of the stream. It's more than just a quick 1-minute summary. But I just covered the fragrance, literally like 2 minutes ago. Just covered the fragrance. You've been here for that. Yeah, it basically turned into go to frick to sleep. It's about to turn frickin' 3 a.m. Go to sleep, Roy. Yeah, for the full story of how this even came to be and where it is in the timeline and everything, go to about the 8 or 9 minute mark, and we jump right into it. The very beginning of the stream. I didn't even get to a full 10 minutes before he jumped on and we got into it. First Zaharoff, thanks for another great stream. Much love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sending all the love. Ark and Bazan told the wife I was getting Bazan for her. If some more masking, I'll keep it. It's probably gonna be for her. It's not super duper feminine, but there's a lot of you that'll be like, it's a little too feminine for me. That's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You need some timestamps. LOL. Good luck. Yeah, I'm not about to put timestamps on a 2-hour stream. That's not happening. I don't put timestamps in a regular video. I ain't about to do it in a stream. Jerry, I appreciate the $1.99 super sticker. I promise to work on my sign language in the future. Yes, please do. Robert, if you had it in the chat earlier, it was covered. Yep. If you had it in the chat earlier, it was covered. That was a long ass time ago. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch it easily scrolling that far back because that was a long ass time ago. I'm scrolling back. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, because we covered everything that was in the chat. We didn't miss any of them. Yeah, I'm going back to the bottom. That's way back there. Long time no see. How are you, sir? Yeah. I'm literally signing out. George just left. Good to see you, though. Good to see you, Russell. Let's see. Wait until this one's over and go rewatch it. Yeah, because we kind of dive right into it. About the story of it in the first, like I was saying, around the 8-minute mark or something like that. We kind of dive right into it because this was last minute that he decided to do it because we were talking on the phone earlier. He's like, what do you think? I was like, well, what's the difference in doing it next week versus it's your birthday? We're doing a stream. Today's a better day to do it than just some random day, like next week or something. So I was like, fuck, let's do it tonight. And he's like, all right, let me check with Hercules, make sure everything's ready to go on the site. And I went double check 3 or 4 minutes before we went live that it was on the site. So I went ahead and grabbed the link for everybody and shared it in the groups and my Instagram and YouTube and pinned the link here for everybody that wants to get on it because only 500 can be made. Like I said, Russell, you'll be able to go to the beginning and hear the story on why it's only 500. This has been macerating for 15 years. It can't be remade, refilled. It's the only Zaharoff never made by Claude. He doesn't even know the perfumer that made it. We don't have a note breakdown. it's an interesting piece of stopgap history, and it was the last little loose end to tie in the Zaharoff story. It was legitimately the last one. The full story has been told in the timeline now. I'm glad he did this. I really am. So I appreciate you guys. So I watched your videos and thought I was going to catch you live. Well, I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, we started at 6 Central. I typically start my lives at 5 Central. I start at 6 when I have George. So I'm usually around the time people are still at work, depending on your time zone, you know. But I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for coming hang. For anybody that supported on behalf of George and myself, because of course I earn a commission if you use the affiliate link. So I do appreciate that genuinely and sincerely. Anybody that gave super stickers and super chats, of course, those are always appreciated. That goes back into which we got a fragrance haul coming. I bought the new Strong With You sandalwood. I bought some of those Paco Rabanne random ass fragrances they came out with a while back. I grabbed the new which is it? Imperium O Intense from Fragrance World, so we could check that out. The Elysium O Intense clone. I grabbed a few things, so we'll have a little fragrance haul coming from Fragrance Buy. I bought some fragrances. So no, we have a third fragrance coming out later this year, but the first two aren't coming back. No. And we have a mystery third. It's me, Justin, and a mystery third this time. So I appreciate that, my guys. So on that note, appreciate you guys. Check out this morning's video if you haven't yet. And yeah, I don't know what day next week I'll be streaming. We'll try to do Monday. It depends. We're kind of to about the 2 stream a week timeline right now. Since I got cardio twice a day plus my workouts, I'm pretty deep into prep. I'm 6 weeks out from my first of 2 shows this year. So I mean, I'm sure y'all see it in the face and everything. We're dropping at this point. We're kind of dialed in. So I appreciate you guys as well. Good night to all of you. Make sure to like the stream on the way out. And I'll catch you guys, you know, sometime next week. But of course, we'll have our daily content as well. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Have a good one, guys.